All right, we're back with meteorologist Ryan Brett, and the whole weather team right now is very involved in what's going on right now.
And want to mention it's really just a northern Maine concern at this point, Brian and Sam. For the majority of the state, there actually isn't even any rain at this point. We have a lot of clouds or a few showers, but the severe weather at this point is really in the central highlands up into Aroostook County, where we actually now have 2 tornado warnings that are in effect for northern Aroostook County. We've been talking about this one that's headed toward Portage, it's up until 5:30, but I'm sorry, Ashland and Portage Lake, this is up until 5:30. But there actually is some somewhat good news in what we're seeing on the scans of the radar from this one. It is clearly not as strong as it was 10 or 15 minutes ago. There remains a tornado warning until 5:30 though for areas between Ashland and Portage Lake around Route 11. We're just going to have to keep an eye on this one, but right now it seems to be weakening some. I don't see the same level of rotation that we had 15 or 20 minutes ago when they reissued this tornado warning. But that said, for people around Ashland, Portage Lake and Aroostook County, Route 11, which travels between them, that is where the strongest part of this storm and the potential tornado is going. But you don't have the bright greens up against the bright reds, which would indicate strong rotation as we had a short time ago. That rotation has weakened some, but it's still possible that a tornado can form as this is traveling to the east. So for this particular cell, it is moving to the east, Sheridan 534, and if it holds together, which certainly I expect rain, thunder, and lightning will, Mapleton, Washburn, and Caribou between about 5:57 and 6:07 this evening. There is another tornado warning. You can see on the rotation tracks, this one has been rotating for quite a while now, coming out of the North Woods into Aroostook County. And now we have another area of rotation that's developed in northern Aroostook County, and this storm is moving to the northeast toward Van Buren. So there is a new tornado warning for this cell until 5:45. You can see there is a hook indicated by the radar right here, and that matches up with where the rotation is within the thunderstorm as well. This particular couplet isn't super strong either, but this is a bit farther from the radar, so that may be why they went ahead and issued the tornado warning, given there's a hook signature on the radar as I showed you, which you can see right here indicating rotation within the thunderstorm, and this signature of some rotation. So this is moving to the northeast, Stockholm and Van Buren, and eventually getting up toward Route 1 here around Van Buren within the next 15 to 20 minutes. So putting the tracker on this, Stockholm, Cedar Plantation, Van Buren. Van Buren, that says 5:56, but it could be as soon as 5:45 that it's in your area. So if you know anybody who is within these areas, even New Sweden, you're pretty close to this rotation. So even though you're not in the actual tornado warning, this is a storm to take pretty seriously there. This is all north of Caribou, the potential tornado at this point, but the line of storms does extend farther west and south. So Caribou, Presque Isle, you will at least be getting into thunder, lightning, and heavy rain, and there is a severe thunderstorm warning up for that part of Aroostook County. There's also a flash flood warning that's been issued for a very rural part of Somerset County, given you've seen 1 to 2 inches of rain. This is around Baker Lake, and beyond that, there is one area south of Aroostook County where there is a new severe thunderstorm warning that's been issued here, this first storm traveling to the northeast of Greenville. Across the rest of the state right now, there is no severe weather. So if you're watching anywhere south of Lincoln and Millinocket, there really are just a few showers at this point. We'll keep an eye on this area here around Greenville and to the northeast of Farmington, and a second line that's trying to form over in Vermont. We'll have to see if that can come together and perhaps bring us another chance for a shower or thunderstorm this evening. The reason why there has not been much along the coast, southerly wind and low cloud cover, especially mid-coast and down east, so it's not as hot there, but it is humid just about everywhere right now, with dew points up into the mid-70s across the state. That will change in a big way tonight, so we still have some showers and thunderstorms to go in northern Maine. I don't think there's much rain at all, though, in central and eastern Maine. We could get another shower or storm that forms in southern Maine between now and about 10 o'clock, but then after that we clear out tonight, and we have a totally different air mass that's moving in for the next couple of days. The humidity will be swept away tomorrow. It's going to be really comfortable and refreshing with highs around 80. Saturday looks good as well. Unfortunately, Sunday still looks cloudy and damp with showers and maybe even some periods of steady rain. And beyond that, early next week actually looks quite comfortable at this point. So we are going to continue to monitor, Brian and Sam, the severe weather going on in northern Maine. Again, there are 2 tornado warnings. We have one that is headed toward Route 11 around Portage Lake, and then we have another one that's headed toward Van Buren. And Keith will be back with you at the top of the hour with much more.
Lots to keep track of. Thank you, Ryan.